Welcome back to the 3200 podcast review show. And we got some bonus show for you today, man. And we also got our homie JPZ. JP's here. Hey, JP has a new podcast that we want you guys to be looking out for. JPZ, you want to tell us a little bit about it?
So me and my wife, we have this podcast for couples that's similar to us. We agree to disagree on a whole lot of subjects. I'm a high value man. My wife's a modern woman, and we talk about different things that's going on in the world. And at the end, we agree to disagree because we have very different viewpoints. Shout out to my wife, though.
Hey, that sounds real good, man. Real good. How do we catch the show there, JP?
So it hasn't kicked off yet, but we're looking to launch on the 25th of this month. It's going to be Agree to Disagree. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and all your local social media outlets.
That's what's up. What's up? Make sure you catch it on, man. We might have to have your wife and you on the show one day, man, so we can agree to disagree with the.
Don't do it.
Can we agree if we disagree in my house, I can stay on your couch?
So, in sports, man. In sports, KD, Kevin Durant, asked to be traded again. So, we're going to talk about it. Also, I think Chris got a couple questions for us. So, how y'all feeling about KD, man? This is his, fourth team now?
Fourth or fifth, I can't remember.
Fourth team going in there. He was the Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City strong.
Golden State.
KD like that, man. Why y'all get on?
This will be his fourth.
Yeah, that'd be a fourth.
Fourth team. And he only won. I'm going to put this out for all the LeBron haters. He only got one ring with one of those teams. LeBron did it with all the teams. He moved.
Jeez.
My
I see where the hate lies.
So what do y'all think about this, man? KD, I think he kind of set the team up for failure for me there. He got they went with Steve Nash as a coach, somebody with no experience really coaching, subpar coach. They went with him, and then they just loaded the team up. And then this year they was giving all the players high contract. DeAndre Jordan got a contract that he probably didn't need for his performance. And Kyrie was getting ready to sign back on again. And now that KD is gone, pretty much the Brooklyn Nets are back out of the playoffs, in my opinion. What do y'all feel? How y'all feeling about it?
Well, go ahead, John.
Well, I was just gonna correct. He got 2 rings.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
2 out of 3 years.
One team. LeBron got a ring with every team he played with.
2 rings, 2 MVPs.
Look at his support.
LeBron got a ring with every team he played for.
Yeah, I mean,
not that first team the first time.
Oh, but he went back to Cleveland and got a ring with them. Every team he's played for, he's got him a ring. LeBron James.
He ain't got a ring. He ain't got a ring in college.
KD don't either though.
Yeah, I know. Go ahead, Chris.
But no, I was gonna say, man, with KD, man, he's becoming more of a diva. Like, I understand the year that he got hurt, when he first got there, he didn't play at all. But everything that he asked, Brooklyn to give him, he got it. Got DeAndre, got his teammates money, got him contracts, and then he pretty much set him up for failure. Like, and I'm tired of hearing the debates with him and LeBron about who can lead. You can't compare that. LeBron is more of a commander. His teammates know his expectations. You've never seen KD just lead a team like that and be able to win. So it's more like a diva thing to me. And so I don't know where he's gonna end up. I don't think that many teams are actually looking to trade for him. But I think if Golden State, if they offer a trade, that means they're gonna get rid of a Jordan Poole probably. But then also you got to give up because what was his contract this year? I think he made what 40. I don't know how much it is because you got to trade. You got to make sure the money matches too. So what value does Brooklyn Nets have to give up that'll make it a good trade? That's my question.
Nobody. I think they lose.
Hey man, I'm going to put it like this. You know what? I'm getting tired of this talk. With these people talking about you let players choose a team, and you expect this kind of crazy results.
Right.
You let LeBron James pick his team, and you see what you got. You let KD pick a team.
A championship. You get a championship.
Man, that was COVID.
LeBron.
That was COVID, man. I don't even want to hear that was COVID year. Anybody could have won that. COVID.
Hey, if the Texans would have won, if the Texans would have won the Super Bowl, it'd still be COVID year.
Yeah, if it was COVID year, yeah, but we still celebrate that.
Well, but remember the Lakers ain't get a parade that year though.
Yep, because it was COVID.
Yeah, anybody could have won if KD didn't.
KD was sitting down because KD was hurt. He was hurt.
Hey.
But I put it like this. I think because I was watching your boy actually Shannon Sharp and Skip talk about that, and how LeBron right now is starting to maybe have issues with the front office.
Mm-hmm.
I think what the ownership need to do and what the players need to do is, okay, I'll allow you to have maybe one or two people, but the rest of the team, I got a person that's a GM that I pay handsomely. Let them do their damn job. Yeah. And that's the problem. You can't have a player. Houston Texans has shown you that when they had a coach try to play GM, defensive coach, the guy who spray out the benches after the game is done, and you saw how he did. He traded off the best receiver in the NFL.
He gave everything up.
So when you letting these players, yeah, it's cool. You want to play with your homeboy. Y'all can do that during the Olympics. Y'all can do that during the All-Star game, whatever you want to do. But I can't have you pick all 5 players. You know what I mean? Because there's a problem. And I don't blame it all the way on KD. Kyrie threw that monkey wrench in there too, because the year when he was hurt, Kyrie did his thing. So it's like, oh yeah, when I come back, it's on. But then when he come back, your boy up here like, well, I can't play because COVID. I'm not getting no shot. I'm sitting down. So that changes the whole dynamic. And then when you finally can play, we're not used to playing with you all the time. So we don't know. You know what I mean? It's the sync. We can't get in sync. We can't get in step.
So, but
wait a year. Why actually get traded this year? Things were just starting to mesh.
Because now this year they talking about Kyrie trying to go to the Lakers. They talking about sending Westbrook. Me and Westbrook don't get along.
No, Kyrie was trying to stay before. Like a week before KD did his thing, Kyrie was trying to stay. He was ready to stay.
Well, he picked up.
But Kyrie was trying to stay, but the Nets wasn't trying to keep Kyrie. They was out of Kyrie. Kyrie is going to be on the out. The Nets,
but
they're not about that.
But with the Kyrie situation though, because I was watching Shannon Sharp this morning, and they were comparing, like looking at his contract. Like you've got to pay. I think the Nets was gonna pay like $11 million more. It'd be like end up being like 50-something million just for Kyrie. So with a trade for Russ to get Kyrie to LA, who are you gonna give up? Because you gotta. Shannon Sharp even said he's like you've got the money's got to match up, and I don't see them keeping both Russ and Kyrie in LA.
But with KD. Is this going to be like a thing, though? You got to think about it. The last 2 teams he got traded to, he sat out a year. So am I going to get him and he sit out a year on me?
Play 1 year and leave.
Let's be real about it. KD was going to sit out that year whether he stayed where he was at or whether he went because he was hurt.
Well, he had to.
He always hurt. It was an injury. He got hurt, but he come back harder.
Yeah. I would too.
The thing that most of these fans don't like about KD is that KD, I already got my rings. I'm just sitting here. I'm just playing. You know what I mean? He don't really, and I think me and Ike talked about that. He's not really chasing. He ain't got nothing to chase. He good. And some people don't like that.
So he Carmelo. That's what you're saying?
Nah, he ain't.
He Carmelo. That's what he said.
Bad yet. No, he's still got his shooting and everything else. He can still play. But as you notice, the best KD you get is with a team like Golden State, where it's like you don't have to have a team where even LeBron sits down for a while, and miss a couple of games before the playoffs start.
Yeah.
On certain teams, like when KD played for OKC, there is no sitting down, bro. I done played all these games, and now I gotta come and take it again to a whole nother level for the playoffs if we make it to the playoffs.
Hey, y'all all make good points, man. But I think it's like this. I think we all saying the same thing. Like we know what we get from KD as a player. I'm from DC. I'm here back home in DC area. Like KD is like a legend around here. Like he can't do anything wrong. But even I have to admit that there's some character issues there. Like as far as a player, you know what you're gonna get. He's gonna give you at least 20 points a game. He's gonna get you a couple rebounds. Gonna get you a couple assists. You know what you're gonna get as a player, but character-wise, you don't know like who's gonna make him mad, who he's gonna want to play with tomorrow. Like you just can't build a team around that. I don't care how talented he is and how much he brings to the team. Like he's not the type of person that you build a team around because you never know how long he's gonna stay.
Right.
Agreed. He's gonna be a huge.
And I'm mad because he won't come back to the Wizards. So I'm just gonna put that out there.
Oh man,
he's gonna go home though.
He refused to come home. He don't want to get in no trouble. You know how we was doing out here with Fred Smoot and all those folks.
Hey, you know who went back home and won a championship? LeBron James.
LeBron.
I think it's gonna be a huge risk. I don't know. After the 2 years and the quick trades, the unexpected trades, which really shocked me. Like Oklahoma City was a huge shock, and then even when he left Golden State, that was another huge shock. So I think teams are gonna be a little bit more cautious. I mean, he's gonna play for somebody, but I think the team's gonna be real cautious. I hope he end up.
Let's be real, man. He's worth the money. He's worth the money that you pay. He ain't Westbrook.
I would say this. He's worth the money if you're trying to build a team for the next 4 or 5 years. He's not worth it. But if you're trying to get something like right now or next year, and you got a team that's pretty much almost there, I think he's worth that. Boston Celtics team that's like almost there. Atlanta, they're almost there. They just need that one piece, that one veteran, something like that.
Phoenix.
But if you got a team that you're trying to build on, and you got some really, really young players, and you got about 3-4 more years,
Rockets.
Yeah. They not ready.
The Rockets are all young though. They all like
will agree
25.
to disagree.
Look at the hashtag.
Yeah, he can go to Phoenix.
Phoenix or Boston.
Yeah, Boston, Miami.
Yeah.
Those teams are right there. They just need that one piece. I think he'll do good, and they can get a ship next year if they get a KD on it.
Boston.
But some other teams stay away from. So, let us know what you think in the comments, man. Drop a comment. Make sure you go ahead and smash that like, share, and subscribe button, man. We need more subscribers, man. I think our goal now is 40. 10 more subscribers. We're up to 30, man. And man, if you subscribe today, man, we're going to do a drawing, and then you get to pick Which pair of Hoochie Daddy shorts Leo will be wearing on the next
No, sir.
so, so I got one more question too before we
Oh, go
close
ahead,
out
Chris.
too. You know, with this, I see Jonathan got this free Brittney Griner as his name. With this situation, with her going on, she's been in Russia. I forgot how many months now, but I think she's facing up to like 10 years in prison. So I know they're trying to do a deal like between U.S. and Russia, where they do like a prison swap. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
But this is my question, okay? People are like she's saying, oh, if this was LeBron or KD or somebody like that, they would have been home by now. So this is my question. You go over to a foreign country. I mean, I understand you play ball over there. You try and get out of there before that war broke out. You go over there. You break a crime. What makes you think that you can just go over to break a crime and like have no consequences to it? That's my question.
Man.
Well, I think it's like two parts to that too. The problem is like we just got through discussing. The prisoner you want to trade up for ain't the
They got the value for it.
it's not the same. You know what I mean? I think the person who they want us to trade for, he's like,
I forgot his
or
name.
whatever. He's like, yeah, nah. That's not an even trade, you know. So I think if it was just like some regular Russian tourists or something like that, they got in trouble in America or something like that, that might be, but nah, this person who they wanted to trade, and it's a more political thing than that. For Russia, it's we're going to do we know you're not going to trade for her for him.
Right.
So we're just doing this just to, cause trouble and everything else like that. Um, so it's more of her thing is more of a political thing, and it's not even her that's in it. It's just she was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Right.
That's all it is. Anytime else, just like when what's his name, son got in trouble in China for stealing or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
Anything else that would have, it would have been the same thing. We didn't have people overseas getting in trouble for things and got turned over. It's the wrong place it was the wrong place for the wrong time right now.
Look, man. Look, this was Brittney Griner, man. Been out there for 141 days, man. Locked up, man. We send love to you. Straight from Texas, man, because she from the H. So straight from Texas, man. But I think the thing is like everybody is mad because she's a WNBA player, and now they're saying, well, if it was KD, if it was LeBron, if it was a superstar, they'll be out of there. But I think they probably still would be in the same position. And especially if we was close to like Olympic time. Oh, you definitely not.
Yeah, they holding them for sure.
Yeah.
So it is what it is, and she just did it at the wrong time. You got the Ukraine stuff going on, so I mean it was dumb of her, and I mean I know they've been watching her and just waiting for the ideal moment, and I mean Customs knew, they already knew. So but big shout out to the big G, Big Brittney.
All right. So I would say that the U.S. I forgot the name that they say a status is, but they're not saying that she actually committed the crime. They're saying that she's being illegally detained for what she was accused of. So we don't even know. I know she pled guilty, but that was all strategy to try to get her out. Jonathan, what was that voice you was using at the beginning, bro? You sounding like your boy. Say, man, Brittney Griner, man.
Hey, now, look, hey, man, that was my Pimp C, man. That was my Pimp C. Yeah, man. That's my pimp. That's my Pimp C, man.
I think it would be different if this is a WNBA player. Look how we treat the WNBA in America. probably the one of the most when it comes to basketball and the way they play, uh, probably one of the best examples of basketball
Next to
that we
college,
got
yeah.
out there on any level. The way they play the ball. They play pure basketball the way it's supposed to be played. Uh, but we treat them like they're second rated citizens. I mean, we don't pay attention to. This is Brittney Griner. She won the Olympics. I can't remember if she won at Baylor. If they won a ship with her at Baylor,
I think they did.
yeah. So she's a champion. She's did her part. She's had some things happen. She got into a fight and punched somebody at a game. Um, a lot of people didn't like, her sexual status there. She's lesbian. They don't like that. If I could truly say that if this was Tom Brady, she wouldn't have been in jail for 4 months. The All American, I mean,
Yeah.
whatever, the great white hype or whatever, that everybody loves. If it was Tom Brady, she would not be. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
we saw it with Big Ben.
yeah,
Yeah, we saw that.
yeah.
He ain't even that status.
We ain't won a Super Bowl since that happened.
And then what I mean, I mean, even the crime itself with what she was found with, like I think it's like 0.07 of some THC oil. It wasn't even
Yeah.
like it wasn't. It's the oil, THC oil. It's not even like weed or that. It's just like the oil, THC oil. It's nothing pretty much. And I mean, it's a different country. Every country got its own rules, but I think just about everybody on here has probably lived overseas at one time. You know the rules and you know how the government does stuff. There's I can say I know guys who broken worse laws and didn't see any jail time. You know what I mean? So I think the whole hush, that stuff that they did it in the beginning of it, where nobody talked about it for about 2-3 months, and now we're saying something about it. I just think, and she's not the only one, and I hate to, what I mean, there's several other Americans that's being detained in Russia that Russia's pretty much using as pawns to get to the U.S. government. So I think if we're going to do that trade or whatever, that it's not just that you get more Americans out of there. But I think, Chris, to answer your questions, like I think this is something petty. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
something petty that she shouldn't even be. It doesn't matter if it's Brittney Griner or uh shoot, Betty Wright, or it don't matter who it is. Like something this petty, she shouldn't be over there. The government should be doing what they can to get over.
Hey man, just Brittany, I've been in your situation. I got locked up in England, but it was for self-defense. uh, these people tried to fight us because it was on some racial tension in England. But we did get locked up. Base commander was calling for us. Our commander was calling, and we had to, stay in that jail. And for some reason, they took my shoes, but they kept my watch on me. So I'm watching like every minute, cold as hell in the cell, got a pallet for a bed and a little blanket. So, they don't really treat Americans too great in those cells. So I know exactly what you're going through. And they gave us like some little cold, nasty, greasy chili in like a little white cup and some water. So we all fasted that 18 hours. So hopefully, I think like the New Mexico governor or something like that's trying to go over there as well to try to see what he can do as well. So I don't know. We just got to bring more attention to the issue where Jay Peasy went.
But that's it, man. Hopefully they get it resolved. even some of the stuff that we're hearing people say, man, it's just like political. You know, they make everything political with this thing, which is crazy. Some people who say, "Oh, we need to free this person," all of a sudden, when it's Brittney and she's black and she's 6'7" or however tall she is, she got tattoos, and she's a lesbian. Those same people who would fight for get other people back are now saying, "Oh no, she need to serve her time." So it's just the dynamics of American politics. Crazy. JP, man, we want to thank you for joining us on this episodes, man. We hope to see you and your wife on some more episodes in the future. Make sure you go and watch Agree and Disagree. Check that show out, man. I'm eager to see what's going on because I think me and my wife got the same dynamic him and his wife got. So I think it's going to be a real good show. Make sure you go ahead and check that out. Fellas, thank y'all for joining us. Our cousins, make sure you go ahead, like, subscribe, and share this thing. And we'll see you next time on the 3200.
Thanks for having me.
200, but you already know this.
You know it.
Couple of brothers hard working and focused.
Let's go.
Intellectual, entertaining for show. 32 double O, let's go. 32